Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. He's at the 30, 10, 5, and he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Ravens. So how about that? You want to talk about coming into a hostile environment and just silencing the crowd. They just did it.
Couldn't be a better start. There's no way. All week long they've talked about having this type of a start, but I think they looked at it from the offensive team's perspective. You know, get the opening kickoff. You guys control the ball. A lot of people are now going to say, okay, now your offense, will they be out of whack? No, not at all. They're going to be absolutely happy. They're relaxed. They took care of business for them. They don't have any pressure now. They can just go play.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Now this defense for the Ravens, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Well, he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Looking to throw. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down of the process. Now back to throw. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so he'll just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Second and 10. And he'll take this one down to about the 40.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He completes this to Russell Gage. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Davis. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Derek Wolfe there on the tackle.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. Now this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now.
Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
On second down, Davis. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT. And, partner, I know hindsight's always 20/20, but, man, just in general, those laterals, they can be so risky, and we see the risk that can be involved right there.
And you just have to know, and we've seen it because we've been at a lot of practices. It's not something that's practiced very often. You know, in that situation, you don't see guys really working on it. Maybe like we're bringing the rugby guys in to help us with tackling, maybe we ask them to help us with the laterals as well and make that a better play.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Here's second and 10 now from about the 32. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
This time, Jackson will throw it. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Taken in at the 22. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. An update from a game going on in Indianapolis. And the Eagles out in front early. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll drop to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. He'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. That's taken on the 25. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 16 more on that one and another 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Jackson going to tuck it down on the option. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. To throw is Jackson. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. From the gun, Jackson. Flushed out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. The 3rd down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. Throwing is Jackson. Caught on the slant. A great open field tackle is going to stop him shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone, and it'll be a turnover on downs. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. 1st down and more for Jackson. And down to the 29-yard line. 2 minutes to play, 1st half. It's 14-0. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. And this is caught. It's Brown. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown. A touchdown on a kick return, and now one through the air. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 21-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any point. Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. Now Jackson on first down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. Being chased out left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And Jackson throwing once more. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They go play action with Jackson. Dancing to his left. Open man Watkins. Touchdown Baltimore. Sammy Watkins. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Ravens are able to add on to their first half lead. Tucker with the extra point. And a rout is on here in this first half. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw here. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks. Yeah, that's something to consider. Are we in for more one-way traffic here in the second half? It has not been a competitive game to this point. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. They'll look to throw now on first down. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he's brought down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. So, Charles, this, game number 2 in the NFL career, this rookie quarterback, his guys took the loss in the opener. And when asked after that game by reporters how he did, he was pretty curt. He said, not well. What did you see?
Well, first and foremost, I loved his answer to the media because he was being honest. And those veterans in the locker room, they're looking at him to see how he's going to handle things, and they like the fact that he's not blaming other people because I thought he struggled. The only thing that's going to help him, though, reps. No matter how many big games you played in college, how well you do in practice, the reps in the real games, that's when you begin to grow as a quarterback.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Again, he'll drop to throw. That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. Third catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. From the gun, a give to Davis. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
2nd and 8 coming up. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 14. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. They'll set up a throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Now back to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to have it here at their own 15. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. It's complete to Brown, right side.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
But listen, when you've got the lead, there's absolutely no sense trying to fit a ball in where you shouldn't. You can see the coaching in his head taking place on that play because he saw he had a receiver in the area. He just put it well over his head, out of harm's way.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. Here's Sam Cook now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Second down at 6 now from the 42. They'll look to throw here. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
Get that ball. 26, Mike. 26, Mike. Come on. You better break 70 range. Let's go.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced a 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced a dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material. They go play action now. Jackson. Quick slant to Brown. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. Jackson on first down. This will be caught once again by Brown. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. A 9-yard pickup, just 1 yard away from 3 consecutive first down plays. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
Hey, hey. 45's the mic. 6 man. Hey, report. Report. 45's the mic. 45's the mic.
Jackson. And that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. Jackson to Andrews on that one. First down, Baltimore.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with second and a yard. They'll come out in the pistol. Jackson's going to keep it. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. The Ravens on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Jackson. Open man Watkins. Touchdown Baltimore. Sammy Watkins with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Ravens are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returned. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Second down at 5. They'll set up to throw. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. And plays like this, that's exactly why you take a Kyle Pitts with a 4th overall pick. So exciting with the ball in his hands, and he showed it off there. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Davis will score. Touchdown, Atlanta. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. And this one recovered by the hands. Puts it on the carpet. It's out. And the Falcons grab it. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They go play action here on first down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Back to throw again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless, take care of the ball on the way out.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw complete there to Bateman. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Buying time to his left. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Looked to me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Throw right side here taken in by Bateman. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Tucker now for the extra point. And oh my goodness, this is nowhere close. Well to the right and no good. Back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly.
Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off near the 34. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. This defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number one.
It should be number one, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep it back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And the Ravens come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Baltimore, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Buffalo to take on the Bills. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Los Angeles Rams.